The South American Superclásico, no Messi, no Neymar, but no less spectacular. Before kickoff, Lionel Scaloni and his men received fantastic news. Argentina had officially secured an early ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup in a rather unusual manner, not through a decisive last-minute goal or a dramatic penalty, but thanks to a result from another match. Earlier that night, Bolivia held Uruguay to a goalless draw at home, indirectly gifting La Albiceleste their spot in the tournament. This result made Argentina the first South American team to qualify for the 2026 World Cup, a reward for their consistency and resilience throughout the campaign. Before this match, they had already accumulated 28 points and were far ahead of the 7th-placed Bolivia. With qualification secured after just 13 rounds, Argentina didn't even need to play to book their place in the tournament. And that fact only underscored their dominance. Naturally, this also meant Argentina entered their clash against Brazil with a completely relaxed mindset. No pressure, no anxiety about missing the trip to the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Instead, they took the field with supreme confidence, treating their home stadium as their stage to showcase their superiority over their eternal rivals. With their morale soaring and their class undeniable, everything played out exactly as Argentine fans had hoped. Argentina's starting lineup featured Emiliano Martinez in goal, his cold, piercing gaze signaling absolute focus. In defense, a battle-hardened back line of Tagliafico, Otamendi, Romero, and Molina stood firm, accustomed to pressure-filled encounters. The midfield saw Paredes dictating the tempo as the deep-lying playmaker, supported by the explosive Fernandes, the elegant Mac Allister, the rugged De Paul, and the unpredictable Enzo. Up front, leading the attack was none other than Julian Alvarez, a man who always seems to appear at the right place, at the right time. On the other side, Brazil fielded Bento in goal, shielded by a defense of Arana, Murillo, Marquinhos, and Yan Couto. Their midfield duo consisted of Joelinton and Andre, while an attacking trio of Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Rafinha supported lone striker Mateus Cunha. This was, arguably, the strongest Brazil could offer for this titanic battle. Before the match, some fans jokingly accused Argentina of cheating. Wasn't Messi supposed to be unavailable? Then who's that on the pitch? Turns out, a hardcore Messi fan had shown up in a nearly perfect cosplay of the Argentine captain, complete with an oversized head, making him look oddly adorable. Jokes aside, Brazil didn't just have to face Argentina. They also had to stare at the golden reminder of Argentina's World Cup triumph. Before the match, the 2022 FIFA World Cup trophy was proudly displayed, perhaps unintentionally rattling the Brazilian players. Whether it was psychological pressure or something else, Brazil played like a lost team. Their struggles weren't just technical. They seemed to be dealing with something much deeper. The match itself lived up to its fiery reputation, intense, heated, and brimming with South American rivalry. But for those expecting a tight, hard-fought battle, disappointment was inevitable. Just 4 minutes in, they struck first. A defensive mishap from Brazil saw Julian Alvarez pounce inside the box after a pass from the left. Though not in the most comfortable position, the Atletico Madrid forward took control and slotted the ball past Bento. The stadium erupted, and Argentina played with the aura of champions descending from the podium rather than a team in a qualification match. Only 9 minutes later, Enzo Fernandez made it 2-0. In the 13th minute, Molina's cross took a deflection off Murillo, landing perfectly at Enzo's feet. From close range, he wasted no time, striking coldly into the net. By the 13th minute, Brazil found themselves drowning in an Argentine tidal wave. Brazil's faint hope and Argentina's ruthless response. Brazil tried to respond, looking to get Vinicius and Rodrigo involved in quick combinations down the wings. But Argentina's defense remained composed. However, in the 26th minute, a costly mistake gave Brazil a lifeline. Romero held onto the ball too long near his own box, allowing Cunha to steal it and finish clinically to cut the deficit to 2-1. For a brief moment, Estadio Monumental fell silent. But only for a moment. The Argentine fans roared their team back into dominance. They never allowed Brazil to capitalize on the momentum in the final. In the 37th minute, Enzo delivered a pinpoint lob into the box, where Mac Allister controlled beautifully before slotting past Bento, 3-1. Frustration boiled over, culminating in a heated exchange between Romero and Rafinha before halftime, with both team staff stepping in to prevent escalation. Second half, Argentina's party, Brazil's nightmare. Brazil made 3 substitutions at halftime, hoping for a turnaround. Endrick, Ortiz, and Gomez were sent in as coach Dorival Jr. desperately searched for solutions. But Argentina showed no mercy. Instead of sitting back, Scaloni instructed his players to maintain their intensity. De Paul and Mac Allister played as if they were in another final. In the 49th minute, Alvarez nearly made it 4-1 with a cheeky lob, only for Bento to recover just in time. More chances followed. Almada, De Paul, and Paredes all had attempts. Argentina played with swagger and confidence, while Brazil only grew more disorganized. In the 72nd minute, Argentina delivered the final blow. A seemingly harmless ball from the left found Simeone, who struck from a tight angle. The ball ricocheted off the underside of the crossbar and into the net, 4-1. Simeone's first goal for Argentina came in the best possible way, against Brazil, in a dominant victory. Brazil's humbling, Argentina's march to 2026. The match ended in chaos, with yellow cards flying everywhere. Enzo, De Paul, Otamendi, and Endrick were all booked. Brazil fought, but what they lacked was composure and mental toughness. When the final whistle blew, Estadio Monumental erupted once again. Argentina had secured World Cup qualification in style, dismantling their biggest rivals. No Messi? No problem. Argentina proved they are a cold-blooded, ruthless machine capable of finishing off any opponent. Brazil, meanwhile, left the pitch with their heads hanging. They still have a path to qualification, but this defeat served as a brutal wake-up call. Before dreaming of World Cup glory, they must first learn how to stand tall against their neighbors. 4-1, a scoreline that will surely haunt Dorival Jr. and his squad for a long time. As for Argentina? They're smiling, they're singing, and they're heading to the 2026 World Cup as kings. In football, as in life, sometimes it's like a school reunion. Some show up with trophies and achievements, while others just sit quietly in the corner. Last night, Rodrigo found himself in the latter group, and when he tried to mock Paredes, the response was brutal. "Kid, I have 2 Copa Americas and a World Cup. What do you have?" Silence. Brazil lost the match. But worse, they lost their dignity.